give me a song that we do know that we can all sing. We sing many of them every day. Pick one. Okay. Ready? Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Lower, 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 lower. Stop singing lower, 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 lower. Stop singing lower. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus higher. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Wider, 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 wider. Spread the gospel wider, 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 wider. Spread the gospel wider. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Super, 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 supernatural power. Super, 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 supernatural power. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. He cares for you and you and you. Cast your burdens upon Jesus. Good job. Okay, one more. After you had your hand up. Yeah, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Jesus died for you and me. H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Jesus died for sinful men. Amen! O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. I believe God's word is true. U, V, W, God has promised you. X, Y, Z, A, a home eternally. Good job. Everybody sit. Okay. Well, now everybody make sure you spread out enough. You have your Bible handed. Otherwise, let's fold our hands. What's wrong?
I don't have one.
Okay, maybe I can get you one. Turn around though. All right, everyone listen to Pastor Dave.
Ready? Go in your Bibles to John chapter 8. John chapter 8. Verse 31. You ready? I put my phone up so Kiara's been watching too. She's watching on the live stream. How's always you feel? Is it funny, Michael? What?
I watch you all
You
day
can see
long.
the back of your head. Wow. Did you all know? For everybody, I don't know about Michael, everybody else in here actually have permission of saying I'm allowed to do it. Live stream, you guys. So I made sure Michael's out of the shot. So I don't know if I have this. Everybody else already do. Well, including you, Elijah. Yep. So John 8:31 says, someone raise your hand. Matthew.
This is Jesus to those Jews which believed on him. If ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed.
When the Bible talks about disciples, there's two distinct kinds of people it's talking about, right? First are the 12 apostles, right? Name me an apostle. Someone raise their hand and name me an apostle. Name me an apostle. Peter. Judas. John. Matthew. Let's see if we have them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 7, 4. James. Paul. Mark was not one of them. Luke was not either. Thomas.
Elijah.
Elijah was not one of them.
Bartholomew?
Bartholomew.
He's a prophet, though.
Elijah was a prophet. John Mark ended up being Peter's secretary. True story. Luke followed around Paul a lot. He was also a doctor. You ever had Dr. Pepper? He got a Dr. Luke. Luke has named 8 of them. That's actually pretty impressive. What about Andrew? We didn't mention Andrew. He's also one of the more famous ones. We mentioned James. Then there was the other Judas. There's 2 of them. He started going by Jude later on. And I don't necessarily blame him for kind of changing his name from Judas to Jude. Because, negative connotations.
That's more, wait, there's 2 Jews.
Yep. Yep, Iscariot. And then the other was the one who later on became, well, we started calling him Jude instead, as in the book of Jude.
So, but, was he the one in James Iscariot? He was an apostle?
Yes, he was one of the original 12, and he lost his, and was given to Paul. Acts chapter 1. Well, Acts chapter 1, he lost. We talked about that losing his apostleship.
Paul, wasn't he the one who kept taking Christians and burning them to jail?
Yep. He was. And then he got saved. Well, his name was Saul, and then God gave him the name Paul. There's lots of times in the Bible where God will take someone's name and change it, just like Levi in the Bible became a Matthew. You see, the book of Matthew, his original name was Levi, and God changed it to Matthew. There's also the tribe of Levi, right? Levites, right? Yeah. My tribe is Levi.
I thought you were Hebrew.
I am Hebrew, and then it goes down to the 12 tribes. And of those 12 tribes, I am a Levite. Hence with the name Levine. Yep. True story, true story. So, there's sometimes the Bible will mention the disciples as talking about the 12 apostles. Peter, James, John, the children of Zebedee, all those cool guys. Sometimes, most of the time though, it's talking about those that follow Christ. Those that are saved. Jesus says here, if you continue in my word, you are my disciples indeed. I want to talk to you guys about 4 different kind of saved people. The first one really isn't a disciple. Maybe the first 2 really aren't. And then those who really are disciples. The word disciple means someone who follows. If you do karate, sometimes they'll call you a disciple of the martial arts. So you're following me. So 4 different kinds of people that are saved. Each of these people are saved. Yet only a few of them are disciples. I want to ask, which one of these 4 are you? First one are those that are saved. The Bible says, but as by fire. What does that mean? Saved as by fire? It's actually a quote from 1 Corinthians 3:15. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss. He himself shall be saved, but yet so as by fire. These are the people who get saved and never really do anything else in their real life. They get saved, they are completely 100% saved. They are in heaven, but they've never gone to church. They maybe came one time, got saved, and they never really did anything with it. They may have never even gotten baptized, and may not continue. Maybe it's brought for a little while and just disappear. They are saved. Being saved has nothing to do with how good you continue. Of course, the most famous example of this is 3 guys on the cross, right? Jesus, there's a man on his left, a man on his right. Both of the 2 people started making fun of Jesus. One of them eventually repents and gets saved. That man never went to church.
Well, he was at the cross and never baptized.
Never got baptized. Is he still in heaven?
Yeah, yes.
Even if he never helped an old lady across the street or never read his Bible?
So if you get baptized, you get blessing.
Right, but it doesn't get you to heaven.
Yes, I know. But the man on the cross, he couldn't get baptized. Did he get the same amount of blessing, or did that count?
It's not something you're earning in heaven.
Yeah. Getting baptized doesn't give you any brownie points or doesn't make you extra spiritual or anything like that. It's obedience. Just like taking out the garbage doesn't make you any more of your dad's son. You should do it, it's a step of obedience, but it shouldn't get you extra blessings. It's obeying. Go take out the trash. Yes, sir. You shouldn't be rewarded for taking out the trash. That's what it do. In fact, it says in a different spot, it says that when you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to turn around and say, we're just unprofitable servants. We've done that which is asked. Just obeying doesn't get, well, that's what you're just supposed to do. It's not supposed to be a big deal. You did what you were supposed to do. Being baptized, it doesn't necessarily get you any extra blessings, but it's a step of obedience, something you're just supposed to do. Some people will get saved. Maybe it's out on Saturdays for soul winning. They'll get saved, but they never do anything with it. And they're missing out in life. Jesus does want us to have a deeper understanding in life. A deeper relationship than just, get out of hell free card. No, it's supposed to be something deeper than that. And they miss out on so much, and they leave themselves in a position where eventually, they'll be saved, they'll miss hell. But the Bible says, as yet so by fire, their life will be wasted, and they'll know it for eternity. They'll know they missed out on all the abundance of being saved. But at least they skipped hell. At least they missed that. Still missed the mark, but at least they're in heaven. The second group of people that we see in the Bible is those that are saved, but they're kind of lukewarm. They like church when it's easy to go to. They might even tithe if they've got enough. If someone asks them, they'll help out. Yeah, sure, I'll do this for you. But really, anything can distract them from God. They read their Bible when they remember to. They'll pray. They'll pray at school. They're not going to. They're halfway in, halfway out. Some days, good. Some days, not so good. Some days they're hot. Some days they're cold. They are all the time then. The Bible calls that just lukewarm. Just kind of. God says about lukewarm Christians. Anyone know the passage? Revelation 3:16, 15 and 16, God says, I know thy works. Thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou wert cold, so you can, catch fire and get ready again. Or hot, do the right thing. But suddenly because thou art lukewarm, thou art neither cold nor hot. God says, I will spew thee out of my mouth. What does it mean to spew something out of my mouth? When we as Christians are either not serving, we're just kind of in the middle. Some days we're good, some days we're bad. We just go back and forth. We really don't have a purpose in us. We just kind of, we do the God thing when it's easy, and when it's not easy, we really don't. God just says, I want to spew out of my mouth. He says, that makes me sick. It makes me want to throw up. Spew out of the mouth. Don't be a halfway Christian. If you're going to follow God, then follow him. My favorite quote from Elijah, the prophet. He tells them, how long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, then follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. Make up your mind. Who is it you are going to serve? Are you going to follow God? Well, then do it. You're going to follow that fake God? Well, then follow that fake God. Don't be halfway. Don't be a halfway Christian. Balancing on something can get really tedious. Trying to stay right in the middle. Y'all ready for my illustration? Y'all are going to remember this part. When you try to balance on something, what is most likely to happen as you try to balance? April jumps. Shouldn't even jump. If you're going to sit there and try to balance, be halfway in the world, halfway acting like you're saved, halfway acting like you're not saved, what's eventually going to happen? Crash, burn. It's going to be, I trained you well. Yeah, as we live and we're just in there trying to balance on it, eventually, we can't be, acting like we're Christian one day and acting like we're not. No, we're sitting there trying to balance it, going on both sides. Eventually, something's got to give. We can't stay in that lukewarm state. Something's got to get done. And really, if you leave something lukewarm, you know what eventually it's going to do? It's grow cold. The fire just can't keep going by itself. It needs to be added. Is that you? Are you only doing the Christian thing? Are you only doing church when it's easy for you? Right now, as kids, it's easy to go to church because, why? Because your parents make you. It's easy to follow God when you're not given the choice. Joshua 24, but as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. I'm sorry, you don't get a choice if you're going to follow. This is what the Levites do, and we're going to go do it. What happens when you are given the choice? What is going to be the choice? What if you had to walk 2 miles to church? Or miss out on service? Which would you choose? That's a long way to walk for a kid. Yeah, I chose 2 miles because that's what I used to have to walk Sunday morning to church. What? It took me about a half hour, 45 minutes. I prefer to walk than ride a bike. So I just always have. And sometimes I really get a ride home. And then sometimes the church member would take me out to lunch. And that was really cool. That's about once every 2 or 3 weeks I got taken out to lunch. That's just a good church though, right there. So, are we lukewarm trying to balance? Are we just saved by fire? Hey, we're saved though. The third kind of person though is someone that's saved and serving. They like going to church. They are reading their Bible every day. They're involved in a weekly ministry. You can depend upon them to be there. They are sitting there, they are serving, they're reading their Bible, they are praying, they are tithing, they are being what they're supposed to be. This is what kind of people that Jesus said this word to. If you continue in my word, then you will be my disciples indeed. And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. They are doing the best to be a disciple, to be one of the followers, to be. Like John 15:13 says, a friend of Christ. John 15:13, greater love hath no man than this, that a man may lay down his life for his friends. It's a great verse, isn't it? You know what the best part about that verse is? The next verse. This is what Jesus says, ye are my friends. Ye are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth, I call you not servants. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Jesus called them not just his disciples, but his friends. These are the good church members. These are the people who are dependable, who are willing to work, who are willing to grow, who are willing to do what's needed. They are willing to serve God in the ways. Hey, man, can you help me out on the bus? Man, I'd love to help you out on the bus. Hey, would you be willing to do this? Yeah, I'm going to take care of that for you. And they are faithful, great church members. They are saved and they are serving. But I want to point out a fourth person for you guys. I really like to make it into 5. I want to talk to you guys about fourth number one, those that are saved and are golden for the Lord. Take your Bibles over to 1 Corinthians 3. So if you're in John, it's that way. Or it's that way. 1 Corinthians 3. You see, you can be a saved Christian serving God